Welcome back, Camelians, to another video as listed above in the title of the personal update 2021. Hopefully you're enjoying many of the videos I have put out, as well as if any other things that I have been while I've been MIA. Please let me know in the comment below. So as you're aware, based on this, for those of you who are new, I welcome you all. I just want to do a quick introduction before I get straight into what I have to do right now based on this topic today. So I'm Aspie Answers, I'm a host, I'm a author, I basically do educating, mentoring, navigating through life with autism and mental health, and taking on some kind of game when I'm able to be brave and what have you, past and present. So if you're into any of these, feel free to smash that subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner and turn on the notification bell, because I usually post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but that may subject change based on this update I'm about to share with you all today. So if you're not aware, if you haven't seen the update based on what I've shared to add on, I'll add them now.
So the first one is you're aware, if you've been following me through my social media handles, be it through my Facebook page versus the Facebook groups I'm in, as well as also my Instagram or Twitter, I have been trying to get people on board if they're interested to share it out based on their everyday struggles of what they go through, be it their mental health or their general health, just as a quick, icebreaker for them. And if they wanted to extend out from that, of those questions that I sent around, as if they want to come back on board and actually share their life story. Because as you're aware, based on this, that I'm going to showcase a few people to raise awareness and support for them, as well as just branching out hopefully out in the wider community, where I want to let you guys know that you're not alone, because I'm all about advocacy and spreading awareness about these everyday conditions, regardless what they may be it mental health, autism, even though my main focus was mental health and autism in general. So as you're aware, also in saying this, what I would like to see, if you guys are interested, just to comment below, go to channel and email that I can reach you guys as well, so that maybe we can discuss further. But what it entails is, for the first part, the icebreaker, if you haven't seen them, I'll link them in the I bar. There's a series of questions just to break the ice, get to know you, as well as saying this in the second part. Obviously, if you've been following me, I have decided to call the little story time series or what have you for guys is the journey through the mind, and then the name of the actual video you guys will be talking about, and then be in it in the very first part, just a short blurb that you'll see me, introducing you guys, your channel, and what you're going to be talking about. And in saying this, also the ones that will be during these story that has kindly been on the channel, be kind and gentle with them, because some of it might cause trigger warning for you guys, which as I said, as I'll hand it out, hopefully agreed upon for each individual
topic, as I said, was based on the colour of different people's different conditions. This one's going to be hopefully out further, not just on my YouTube but on my podcast and YouTube, which hopefully I'm aiming to drive as of next year. I started basically my podcast as of the year of October 2020, and that at this point of time I'm hoping that it's similar to my channel at the moment, advocating, educating and mentoring you guys about autism and mental health, that it will branch out into more deeper conversations that are autistic related especially. So at this point of time, I'm hoping that if you want to join me on the bandwagon, as I mentioned on my YouTube or podcast, especially hopefully when I bring it out, educators, doctors and the like, hopefully as of next year, once I hopefully find some, or whoever that is available at that time, to share out some topics based on education and all that, feel free to comment below and I'll be much appreciated. So as I said before, I am all about inclusion as well as acceptance and awareness, right? So this is one of the main reasons to why I decided to do this, and the process, so on and so forth. The next part, if you will, remember what I shared in one of the videos, or many of the videos, updates that you may have seen of the many projects that I've been working towards my goal and what have you, while I've been on this channel to branch out even further. Look no further right now.
Another project in the works was supposed to be, as you know, my website building, which is a bit of a leeway at the moment of taking a while, which hopefully will come into effect soon.
As you can see, what I shared about what I hope to do based on this is one of the many projects, which is the website, which is now currently, as I said, in the work. If you haven't seen me posting the before pic at this point in time, what it looks like before it goes live, I will insert the images right now with the dates that has been done of it in bits and pieces to show you. This was started in February 2021 with the help of my friend Nikki, who will be being the maintenance girl based on that, as well as hosting and all this behind the scenes footages that you will see. I want to thank you also with this being the wing woman and actually guiding me through this process right now, so I can gain a better understanding on website building. It was a learning process obviously for me, and in saying this, basically, I am pretty darn pleased with the result of what I've done so far, with the goals especially. time. I wouldn't have done it in time or what have you, or else I would have put my, you know, money where it's worth, if you will, if you want to call it that way, for me based on this. And like I said, based on this is the reason to why I decided to build a website. It's like a little mini wiki about me, as well as little information and resources about autism, especially at this point of time, until I branch out the topic about mental health. And that hopefully in saying this, that it will just show you guys what I do best, be it, you know, if you look into bits and pieces, some part will hopefully be better in understanding where I'm at. And you can check it out hopefully as of 2-3 weeks from Friday of yesterday, New Zealand date, Friday 9th of July. So just keep an eye and ear out also on my socials, because I'm most likely to post more updates as it comes to light of what's going on and what have you. I am sure while you guys are waiting for this process, it will be well worth the wait, and I'm hoping that in saying this basically that you'll be happy with the result as well. I have a Discord that it will be separate from my Messenger. If you want to private message me on there, I decided to do it there so that hopefully I can be of reach to you guys. And once that Discord comes to life also, I want to make it clear that there will be some rules and everything, and my friend who helped me with the website building and that, she'll be my moderator, monitoring any comments in there and going against the rules that will be listed. It's give or take about, you know, accepting one another and what have you. So again, thank you Nikki if you're watching this, and hopefully we can, as I said, move this forward.
Another change also, just as a quick update for you guys, also just to let you know, is also you may see, maybe if you've been following me or seeing me post up about my merch design, and that there will be some different designing will be in the works as well, via my logo, as well as also maybe a few quotas that I'll live by. One other food for thought also, as you may be aware, as I've shared before so many times before, even though it's going to be on hold for now for the merch designing based on autism awareness versus mental health. So autism awareness is obviously going to be coming up first of next year, which my aim that will be based on doing some merch designing around that. And if you're into anything that is autistic related and you would like some t-shirt or what have you, let me know basically by commenting below also what you would like to see on them, be it some quotes versus a logo or some sort of picture that will represent that quote or what have you, or do you just want it as just a quote so that you know about it, and then maybe on the back maybe my little logo emblem showing, you know, Aspie Answers and the YouTube logo as well, along with the what have you. And further along that designing say with it of it, what involves you guys is right now is I'm hoping to self-promote my channel, or shall we say brand my channel, by bringing in some merch if you're interested. And so let me know by a series of two things. What sort of t-shirt do you want to see? Do you want it long sleeve or do you want it short sleeve? And in saying this, what sort of logos do you want to see of the branding? Do you want it just as Aspie Answers with my avatar, or do you want the avatar with the butterfly reading Aspie Answers? Please let me know in the comment section below so I can get the ball running. I'm hoping to create an account spreadsheet so that hopefully in saying this over the weekend I can link it up in the description box in this video so that you guys can feel free, you know, to order a spreadsheet with this merch designing.
So as I said before, basically I mentioned that I did also decided I wanted to do a merch swap, which was basically introduced to you guys about 2019 2020. I can't remember the timeline, since the timeline will be also on my webpage to answer that. I had that, as I said, in mind of the year of 2018. If you've watched that video, especially to raise awareness for mental health, and that was put on hold as I said, but I felt this year will hopefully be the year for me to do this. It'll give me enough time to, like, Mental Health Awareness Month is in basically September 23rd to October 3rd of 2021 in New Zealand, where I am. And in saying this, I'm going to cross-reference maybe a couple of designs that I'm going to do that may look similar, I don't know, into what I'm sharing with you all based on the actual designs. The designs I'm going to be bringing out is one of my favorite quotes that you may have seen floating about or have heard me say, I don't know, or you may have seen them also specifically on certain like Google images and what have you. We are not broken, we don't need a fix, we don't need a cure, all we need is acceptance. I was thinking either that can be for Autism Acceptance Month as of next year as another merch design, but if you want to have it as like a limited edition based on that, feel free to get that one. And also in saying this, I am thinking in the work also to design some limited editions of based on Mother's Day this year in New Zealand, which is on the 5th of September 2021. I am currently in the designing process of the t-shirt. Some people I have mentioned or not mentioned but have spoken to is interested in some of the designs after I brought it up in some of the autistic group. So I'm just hoping that it will come into the work, but the designs are like basically as follows of what I've got, so I'll quickly show you guys. So as you can see, basically these are silhouette figures of a father son, father son and daughter and what have you, right, as well as like a silhouette kind of thing with the two arms raising like this. I'm hoping to design. And in saying this, also another design I was coming up with, basically, especially with the wording, as well as maybe like a fist hump of a father and son or a father and daughter, basically, as well, if I can find it, basically in gold. These, in saying this, obviously will be saying something like best friends for life, or like your first hero is your dad, you know, best friends for life as a father and son or daughter. Another one I was thinking of if I can do so is like the word dad in a big font, and if be with that big word dad, it's either going to be like rainbow colors or some form of jigsaw puzzle pieces inside my font sort of thing to represent autism, especially because, as you know, I'm trying to raise awareness of this. And in saying that, basically I was hoping for that big word dad, it should be readable, and then either, you know, having a banner behind it, maybe, I don't know as of yet, with again the jigsaw puzzle piece, or else it's just going to be dad and just standardized blacks in big letters, and then the words under that is a little letter is son's first hero, and maybe a little image of basically a dad dressed up as I don't like using the word because I'm going to get slapped on it, a superhero, and I do this first love, which shows maybe a love heart or something, just to bear in mind. And then, as I said, the two muscular arms I was thinking in a silhouette form would be basically with the same wording as I mentioned as of above. Basically, another one is autism dad, and like the font of the colors, as well as maybe finding jigsaw puzzle pieces, I don't know yet. Or else another one was going to be just rainbow colors out of it, and then some people in the gold font look up to their hero in color, and then I am raising mine in gold with maybe a few jigsaw puzzle pieces, or just again a silhouette of father, son and daughter, or just a father and son. So like it is illustrated with some of the quick images that I'm hoping to illustrate you, or just give you guys a bit of a leeway. Also, I may or may not have mentioned in one of my videos updates, I was thinking on maybe, if all goes well, for some of the, when you guys do, you know, donate big or small, if you feel to be on the bandwagon as a patron, that I was going to think of maybe expanding that as a home business in future with the design and purchases. And you may have seen my spreadsheet website. If not, again, the link will be on the bottom of the screen as I'm sharing this with you. But in saying this, my spreadsheet shop may subject to change, I don't know it as of yet. I might also decide in the near future, if all goes well, to have another store, but be on the here out if you're following me on Twitter, Instagram and everywhere else that I see. Also for my merch, like as I said, I may basically be thinking of, while doing the limited editions design for Father's Day and mental health, especially for this year, if it all goes well, I might sell more of them or what have you in future. So if you're into any of this, feel free to go and visit. So as I said, also like touch on wood earlier in this video, I mentioned about the podcast, right? Obviously some of the podcast topics will remain the same, but also in saying this, the difference here will be maybe the change of my scheduling of my channel videos versus my podcast videos. Some of these will also, you know, cross-reference while I'm doing these podcast topics that may not have been shared as of yet, so it can be easy access on all platforms. Yes, I'm going to be basically a busybody. The podcast especially is Aspie Answers on 7 different platforms that you can find me if you're interested in finding out more. I am at the moment taking a little bit of a mini break while I'm trying to test out the designs at the time, but I'm hoping to bring out more of the topic in episode 3, especially based on the diagnosis versus self-diagnosis series that I was doing. So bear with me on that if you're still waiting on those parts of the series before I get into the research in episode 4, especially, which is more important for me, being an autistic female on the spectrum, which means that that topic is going to be revolving around autistic females. I am not going to exclude the males, just bear with me. The only reason why I'm including this part of the important topic, especially right now while I'm researching this, is because, as I said many times before, that autism isn't just a guy's diagnosis anymore, it's a female's diagnosis, and there are reasons why females are really hard to be diagnosed, either at a later date or early stages process, so to speak. But more of that will be shared when I do come to life on that part of my research. And so this, I may have also accidentally missed a few topics also in episode 1 or 2 of Diary, so hopefully when you see them, feel free to visit them once it comes to life also. So another thing in the work that I'm thinking of the differences of all these changes for this update, also I'm thinking about maybe doing some gaming once in a while, as well as live Q&As, and this will be based either to do it alone, live myself, or hopefully, if all goes well, depending on how you've seen him before, FireTheLier feels if he wants to come on my channel once in a while or what have you, to do some games and live Q&As. I was hoping for him to also maybe do an icebreaker of that video, as I mentioned before, about, you know, those 10-11 questions, getting to know one another properly so that we can raise an awareness and understanding, and also maybe being able to understand him in general. I'm thinking, in saying this could be running through either via through Discord as a chat for the questions, or if you want to kindly send them via through my social medias, Twitter, Facebook or Instagram. So it gets ready, especially for this one, and I'm trying to get ready as of this month, hopefully end of the month, if I know I'm pushing for time. Well, I'm learning all these loose ends about OBS especially. Bear with me, as I said, and in saying this, the main reason for why I'm deciding maybe a few times a year for maybe playing games, and it will be raising funds hopefully for my cousin project that I'm working on for future to keep it up, as well as to cover the cost of hopefully what I'm hoping to do to continue my education and training as an advocate and what have you for you guys while I'm actually on the channel. And saying this also, that will go for when you're actually, you know, pledging through Patreon, that will cover the cost as well as many other costings as well. Also, I want to thank the lifetime Patreon that has been with me for the last 4 months. I can't remember the name, but I'll insert it here. And like as I said, that for this gaming with FireTheLier as well as live Q&A, also hopefully if I can do it right, is either going to be live on Twitch or YouTube. I haven't decided yet, but I might do it on Twitch as a separate thing, maybe for you guys. If you want it on YouTube as well, maybe just let me know in the comment section below, as well as just letting me know also for feedback of all the things that you may have seen me working on my project, be it my podcast and everything else, because feedback is much appreciated. I also want to say this when I'm doing this, hopefully as a fundraising event once in a while, as well as just a one-off or what have you, is just to give the feel what it may be like is in a day of a gamer. I don't usually game every single day, just to be in mind. I'm a light gamer, a casual, or shall we say casual gamer as such. But if you want to see any of the games that FireTheLier I play in, if you are wanting to, you can also pop in and visit maybe my Steam account, which will be hopefully listed in the video on the screen and in the description, so that you can actually follow me through and actually just send me a request of some sort, and just hopefully I can play it with FireTheLier so that we can each have a battle royale of some kind of certain thing. As I mentioned before, I have decided to do a Discord server for a different outlet to be in touch with people. It doesn't have to be just for people with autism, it can be just anyone in general, but like I said, basically we want to base on this be a friendly platform for so people can feel accepted and not feel rejected or whatever. No bullying tolerated and what have you, as I said to you guys and what have you. So in saying this also, in the future of the business, I forgot to add is like for extra funding, if I don't get enough funds to buy through Patreon or Twitch or whatever, I'm hoping to see in the work if I can push myself to make toys for people with autism or just child with autism, like teddy bears, or make jewelry, versus also maybe blankets and everything else. But in saying this also, if you want to just give me an like idea of what you may want to see in future, either via through my store or what have you, let me know in the comment section below.
And also, just as a heads up, also what I was thinking on doing is more challenges either with FireTheLier as well as traveling videos. If you want to see more of those, let me know. If you do, either smash the like or just let me know via the comments, so then I can tally up what I can do alongside with these important matters of the mental health and your general health, as well as all these projects that's in the work. And saying this also, what I was thinking of doing without FireTheLier, I have to do a few challenges basically, you know, on my own, is maybe some fun ones that you may have seen on other people's channels. I'll try and do mine as a form of a twist, is, you know, the 30-day challenge of something, be it 30 days of doing water, 30 a month, or just a week of challenges of doing, you know, doing some form of diets, you know, see if how I go with them, how it will affect me maybe as well, just to give you a diary blurb about it and whatnot. But let me know in the comment section if you want to see those type videos as well, and also feel free to comment below any video suggestions that you have seen on my channel that you wish to continue, so that I don't go overboard, just to bear in mind also, so that we can hopefully make it a fun and entertaining thing as you're journeying with me through my conditions of mental health as well as Aspergers syndrome.
So as you will also, just to bear in mind, I did some challenges. Yes, one of which was based on that 17 self-developmental challenges that has been on hold for a reason, and I'm hoping that I can get back into it sometime this year if I can, or else it's going to be like starting as of next year of January, a reset challenge for me. Especially these challenges were brought out to me basically of an idea to try and, you know, self-develop myself mentally, physically, spiritually, you know, to get to know myself better and just keep it as a journal blurb or whatever, a little memory of what I got up to, and hopefully just seeing my progress as a woman as I grow up to be. So also in saying this also, you may have seen also one of the videos, in the travel videos especially, you guys have found out one of my fears is heights, which FireTheLier obviously pushed me out of that comfort zone, which I thank him for that, despite my poor anxiety afterwards and what have you, even though he's in the world of YOLO. But you know, that's him. I'm a different kettle of fish, and hopefully we can, you know, accept one another. Again, on the works is you may be thinking if we're travelling in near future again, FireTheLier, or even just myself. I don't know as of yet. It will depend on everything else I'm doing of all these projects that I've got for you guys to actually, you know, enjoy or whatever, or to participate one way or another. Because like I said, most of this is basically for you guys enjoyment and entertainment. Also, another one is the blog. For the readers out there that are concerned about will I be writing, because obviously writing is an outlet as well as me just blogging in general. I hope that you've been enjoying most of the entries that I have been sharing with you all. There should be more to come soon, hopefully, once my website is live, and also maybe when this goes live, not sure as of yet. This will go with also in saying that most of it will now be merged into my website, so hopefully everything is all in one place. Especially as I said before, with some of this big or small of your guys' participation, you can participate in many ways, hopefully not just by donating big or small as a patron. So the main part of this video I want to quickly hopefully address, if I can aim to finish today, is, you know, what is Patreon? You may be asking me. Patreon is a service or a membership platform for content creators like me that are creating vlogs or music vlogs or whatever form of outlet that they're doing, sort of thing, to pay a monthly fee towards as you guys decide to become a patron on board, sort of thing, to hopefully work towards anything that we want to do, be it behind the scenes, exclusive videos, what have you, live videos, or whatever it may be. My sort of reason for you want to support me is just based on what I shared with you, is to educate and navigate through life with autism and mental health, along with also mentoring, supporting you and the like, as I said earlier. Also, I'm saying this, with the Patreon, you get certain tiers based on a certain amount that we decide to put in, and within those tiers I will have certain things that will hopefully correlate, so to speak. So when you pledge to me, this will cover, obviously, for what it will cover either the cost of my rent or backup supplies of my future endeavours of what I'm doing right now, that I'm going to share more of in the next video, which is my website creation versus my designs and some equipment I might need if I do create it as a business from home instead of via through spreadsheet. If you've seen those, that some of those might be in my home business. Haven't decided yet, but again, this will be addressed in my video. Another cost that will cover, basically, it will be my recording equipment via through doing vlogs or even more on my podcast, as well as in saying this, maybe in the future for that equipment, it could be maybe a new PC that I'm dying to need, as well as a new cell phone and whatever, as well as on saying that cover the cost of travel if I need to do some through my training in educational purposes of becoming an advocate, support person, or what have you in future, to upskill my training if need be, because I've noticed that obviously in some places we need to actually, you know, train instead of having our lived experiences to be actually shown that we can do the work. Also, from saying this, it will cover the cost of my merch creations versus also fire through the merch. If I, you know, have a certain amount that I decided that some of the percentage will go towards either one, to schools locally around New Zealand where I am in the middle, to maybe put forward to education specialists or what have you, to gain a better understanding about autism, especially where I wanted to do it in. Also, in saying this, maybe to create an educational program or some sort of program and create resources that is valuable to people to know about autism and so on and so forth. And also, in saying this, maybe just cover the cost for certain medical specialists. That's where hopefully all the funding will go. As you know, there is always has been a continuation of change, hence why on YouTube it is harder these days to monetize, obviously due to their, you know, monetization process versus their analytics and everything else behind the scenes. So many of us content creators at this point in time are trying to find solutions to raise our own funds and do what we love to do the continuation work of what we do, regardless if it's music, where what I'm doing right now as well. So in other words, also to end this, feel free to check my blogs and everywhere else to support me anyway, big or small. If you want to become a patron today, that is really good. If not, I'm not going to be disheartened. It's up to you at the end of the day if you really want to support my projects and causes that I'm doing. Also, in saying this, basically, as we know that this is important to me, obviously, to raise awareness and understanding about autism and mental health, especially again with the spectrum of autism, because obviously many of us statistics just feel that we need to be accepted, because we feel like many of us will get rejected by our peers by the misunderstandings, misgivings about autism. So hence why I'm trying to stand out like a sore thumb somewhere as an advocate, a voice for you all, regardless of what it may be. So that also, in saying this, basically,
I'm hoping with the content that I'm creating with you all, with the amount you pledge every month, that will go towards that and many other projects in the works later on, and make better content for you all regardless of it all, as well as in saying this, to gain a better confidence level for myself, or in myself, and what I want to strive and achieve for, which is what I keep saying about, you know, raising awareness and understanding. By supporting my cause and my channel and either the future projects or what have you, regardless where you'll find me, I believe wholeheartedly we will work together to break the stigma and stereotyping of autism and mental health, as well as just removing or reminding you guys that autism isn't a disability but a different ability, as well as continuing to educate you all while navigating through life with autism and mental health. Create a better life as well for myself and others around me by supporting all. So just a quick shout out of the very first patron that has been my lifetime member is my Moise. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the name right. Correct me if I'm wrong if this person is watching today. Appreciate this very much, and hopefully within saying this that some of the, like I said, pieces of funds will go towards my future works of what I have to do. And also to everyone that I have been associating with from the very beginning of my vlogging journey right through to now, I appreciate wholeheartedly with some of your support. I know I have been having a lot of naysayers along the way of what's been said about what I can and can't do, and that I have proved them wrong, obviously. And in saying this, based on this, your support, love and guidance means a lot, you know, and that I wouldn't know where I'll be today with some of you that are still with me today, regardless what it may be. So, but if you want to raise awareness, this sort of thing about your condition, again, send me an email or just flick me a message via through my DMs. Versus also, if you want to basically in the future, as I was hoping to involve you guys, is if you want to design some merch, design concepts, and that I can shout you guys out via through your works of anything of your name. Versus also if you had a specialized outlet that you do your artwork on, or if you just do art on the side and you maybe want me just to shout you guys out on your socials or what have you, is another way you could help me so that we can cross-reference each other on different platforms. Another one you could help me on is if you want to be like, if FireTheLier didn't decide to do a, you know, what you call it, not just a live Q&A but gaming session with me, if you want to join in with that, let me know. Or if you've got any other ideas as well, and saying this, as I said before, for the actual design concepts for my like merch designs, or just certain items that I'm going to be making in the near future, let me know in the comment section below. Or you can just share these videos around to your family and friends and whoever else you think will be, you know, beneficial for them to know, because as I said, I'm hoping to still continue on what I have to do. So basically, as I said, also another thing I was hoping funding wise, if I can, funding dependent, this will be, I was hoping to also maybe do some self-care packages, autism related and mental health related. It's just a matter of, you know, letting me know so that I get the right stuff for you guys. And hopefully in saying this, you know, just let me know your likes and dislikes if you're interested in this in the future. When my business is up and running properly, I might do this in future. So, and also in this also, I also shared about an update video that was posted maybe, shall we say, a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I'll show you now what I'm talking about for the funding side. And this, as you will hear, is basically for the newbies especially, is who I am, what I am, or what have you, or shall I say what I do, my passions, my interests, my mission statement, my aims and goals, what Patreon is especially, and when my funding will go for this, the causes I'm doing, as well as the project or future projects I'm on. So this quickly ends also a short blurb basically on my video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Smash the like if you have. Follow me on my socials as well, especially on the new ones. If you want to, you know, touch base with me, feel free to message me or what have you. As I said, hopefully we can get the ball rolling of some of these other goals or future projects in the works. I know I'm going to be a busybody probably for many years to come, but like I said, I'm hoping for many of it to be a success. So no further ado, guys, thanks for support, thanks for watching, and thanks for the ones that has been with me on this from day one of my journey on YouTube and everywhere else when I started. And I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.